Now, this concept that I'm explaining here, which is the AI-powered mindset, and the concept of creating this amazing connection between you as a person and the AI on the other side, to get into that top 5% level, which is going to enable you to stimulate your capability into the fullest. I just want you to know that this concept does not apply only to people. This concept applies the same way to people as it applies to firms, companies, organizations, as well as to countries. So in my research and in my book, I explain that this framework actually applies to the 3 levels. So the micro level of the individual, the person, the middle micro level of the organization, the companies, the firms, the institutions, and the micro level of the countries. Actually, this is same principle applying to all these 3 levels. Also, if you are a company, this concept applies to you perfectly. Because if you want to use artificial intelligence and be among that top 5% of companies which are building the competitive advantage from using artificial intelligence, using the AI systems to stimulate your capabilities as a company, your operations, mechanisms, processes to the fullest, you need to build that connection with the AI, meaning that you don't have to use artificial intelligence in the general sense, but you need to build refined and fine-tuned models that take into considerations your industry, your sector, your processes, your mechanisms, the type of employees you have, the collaborators, the clients, the customers. All these information builds the context that you're sharing with your AI agents. And when you tell them this information about you, they will give you the best answers that you can never imagine. And actually that creates the distinction and the differentiation, which will take you to that next level, the 5% I am talking about, that level where you actually become an AI-powered company. And believe me, I have seen this with a lot of companies, a lot of clients, and the effects are immediate. You can actually, after refining the models, implementing this AI-powered mindset framework, and implementing it, taking into consideration the specificities of your company and the uniqueness of your company, you will see the change, and the change is immediate. It's not a long-term return on investment. It's not even a medium-term return on investment. The return on investment is immediate. When it comes to countries, I would say that the model also applies perfectly. The return on investment might be a little bit longer, medium-term or long-term investment, but totally applies. Because what is a country? As a country is a combination of cultures, values, different kind of people, ethnicities, rules, regulations, institutions. And each country has its own civilization, in its own history, its own culture, its own people, its own way of dealing, of operating. So which means that the way you want to implement and adopt artificial intelligence within your country, while you're building your strategy for your institutions, for your economy, for your society, for your growth over the coming years, you want to make sure that the AI systems that you want to use should be tailored to your own specificities and specifications. Because otherwise, if you take some other AI tools which were created in a general, non-specific way that can be used by any other big entities or countries in the world or economies, they can yield you some benefits. I'm not saying the opposite, but they will not get you into that top 5% of the countries which are maximizing and taking and achieving the maximum utility of artificial intelligence through stimulating their fullest capabilities.